the really tough stuff.
Okay?
But a lot of our viewers may not know. What is C.O.R.E.?
The Congress of Racial Equality is a 53-year-old civil rights and human rights omnibus organization. Omnibus in terms of it deals with all kinds of issues affecting poor people, minorities, underprivileged people, black, white, Hispanic, people of Asiatic ancestry. We are people who hold to the original values and philosophy of the civil rights movement and the civil rights revolution. We are not part of this newfangled crowd that have abandoned all the values and the principles of Dr. King. We are holding to those principles, holding to the decent, legitimate path in civil rights. We are willing to call a spade, no puns intended. We are willing to tell the truth about things that are good and things that are bad. Whether they affect us, impact negatively on us or not, or anyone else.
Let me follow up on that. You've been a little controversial. C.O.R.E. is maybe a little controversial. How do you react to that?
It is so alleged. But see, what is so sad, that the truth becomes controversial. That's really an irony. That I am viewed as a controversial person, and C.O.R.E. has always been viewed as controversial. C.O.R.E. has always been a pioneering organization, and we are still a pioneering organization. But pioneering doing what? Cutting new pathway in the road of rightness, of doing the right thing. So whenever you try to cut the path to do the right thing, you become allegedly controversial. But that's the kind of controversialness I don't mind having.
Okay, good enough. Where is the money going to go that's raised here tonight?
The main focus, programmatic focus, of this money raised here tonight will go to our Project Independence. It's a welfare reform program. We get no local, state, no federal funds.
Right.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't refuse it, we just don't get it. We don't get any big grants from foundations. We do it the old-fashioned way. We do it the hard way, we do it ourselves. And we have a fine bunch of young ladies who come through our welfare reform program that go on in a very short period of time to get fine jobs, to come off of welfare, to get a new view of life, a new approach to life. And I feel very good about that because it's a pioneering program, it's a pioneering approach to show that this thing can be done. Government can replicate what we are doing, we can solve the welfare problem.
Is it mostly women that are going to receive this money? Mothers?
Mostly mothers, mostly young women who are in welfare who wants to get out of it. The project is called Project Independence. But there are some young men too that have been in the program. There are some people who are not on welfare who are in the program. Many young people, men and women, will come from many of the various schools. The private business schools will come to us to do internships. And we welcome that. Give them a chance, a place to get experience.
Let me ask you about this year's theme, domestic violence, children abuse. How did you come up with that, and how did you come up with these honorees?
Well, domestic violence is a great problem, not just for the black community, but for all of America. We see the catastrophe of the murder of Nicole Simpson and Ron Goldman. We see the pain the country felt with the trial of O.J. Simpson. We hear the testimony of O.J. Simpson's actions. I mean, whether he was found not guilty or not, there is no dispute that he was a batterer of his wife. And we know that that was a microcosm of what's happening all over America. And it's wrong. And it's time we put a stop to it. Little boys grew up in that kind of household, that kind of environment, and they grew up to become batterers themselves. And that leads to a breaking up of the family. And that leads to all of the social pathologies that we have. In the case of the honorees, in particular, Mr. Michael Bolton is a man who has specialized in doing a lot of work in the area of domestic abuse, and that's why he was chosen. Roy Jones, the young boxer, the great champion, devotes a lot of his time to young people. Many of them probably victims of an abusive household. James Earl Jones has been a towering figure in America for blacks and for whites. Dr. Ben Carson, a great young physician, a real good human being, a specialist in the separation of Siamese twins. Connie Chung is a real model for young minority women to have achieved the great things that she has achieved. So we pick our people very carefully. They are all good people. They are people of high virtue, high quality, and people who are relevant to the issues that we're dealing with.
Thank you very much for talking to us.
Okay.
Great. It's good. Important dinner. Important dinner.